Good morning. Had to take a bathroom break real quick. Let me get my Chromebook here scooted closer because I'm not using a mic this morning. Oh, yeah. Let's see who's in here. Mary Quite Contrary, Lisa, and Katie, and Val. Good morning, ladies. I had to go pee real quick. I'm waiting on Mel. She had to get Joshy to sleep. And I told her, I was like, well, just take your time and we'll talk about some updates till you get here. And then we're going to discuss Erica Parsons. Hey, Lori. Hey, Tanny. I don't know if y'all saw Sunny's video this morning, but I did lose a chicken yesterday. One of the white hens was killed by my neighbor's dog. So I was kind of missing in action yesterday. Been really upset about it. Been blaming myself. I should have never left them unattended. Do you know that one little white chick, she always goes through the fence there and pecks around. Her and one of the black and white ones do it all the time. They're the only two that do it, and then they'll come back through the little hole. She must have done that yesterday, and the dog cornered her. She couldn't get back through the hole. Chickens are not the brightest. They'll go through one place and won't remember where they went through at. Carnival Games, Knott's Berry Farm, not win. Oh, gosh, Jeff. You've been playing farm games? But anyways, it has broken my heart. They're just not chickens to me. They're my pets, Sunny's family. And I just feel like I let them down. But you know what? This damn rooster chasing me out of the damn yard. Why wasn't he chasing that dog? I think what Sunny did was he took the other girls to safety. That's why they were all in the coop. That's why when I came back over, I got up to where the fire pit is. Sonny was up there where that dog crate is in front of that door. He ran me all the way back down, across the fence, so I had to give it a few minutes and wait for him to go inside the coop. He finally went in there and flew up on his perch, being very cocky. I went and shut the door and realized one of the white hens weren't there. Mary, I'm very familiar with the case as it happened not too far from where I live. Oh, really, Mary? Well, I can give you a link too. The good thing about this StreamYard, well, post my link, damn it, is you can post the link to the stream, but you have to add the person to the stream. So, like a troll just couldn't come in. While I'm waiting on Mel before we talk about the Erica Parsons case, I saw a very tragic story on the news, a fire in Pennsylvania, and it actually claimed the lives of a firefighter's kids. Not quite sure how many kids altogether died in the fire, but I know 3 of his kids did. And the strange thing about it, he was only like a block away fighting another fire. Even though it wasn't in his district, he was helping out those firefighters. And he had dropped his kids off at this daycare center that burnt down so that he could go fight this other fire. And they said if there had been enough smoke detectors in the house, it may not have been that bad. Hey, Z-Stores. Yeah, Valerie, it's my neighbor's dog that owns the property where the chickens are at. They've told me 100 times that she won't kill chickens. And I kind of believed them, but I kind of didn't because I see her stalking around the fence, kind of smacking her lips. She's like 15, 16-year-old. She's old. It's because if it had been a hawk, it wouldn't have took the chicken from there and left it beside the swimming pool. It would have took it and eat the damn chicken, took it and fed it to its babies or whatever. It was that dog. The place where the chicken feathers were, there's no way a hawk could have just like flew down and swooped down because there's branches. It's grown in there. Oh, thank you, Mary. Quite contrary. Yeah. But, hearing this story about this fire, I'm like, It's worse things in the world than one of my little chickens getting killed, even though I hate it. But, there's people lost their children. Still upsets me, though. I can't help it. I'm very tender-hearted. Oh, Mel's here.
Mel's here.
Damn it.
Mel
I'm not
is a
used to
hot
it.
mess.
Oh, gosh. I'm a hot mess. I'll show y'all what I look like without makeup real quick.
We've seen it before, Cece.
No, you've not seen it this bad. Look at this. My circle. See that? You see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, that's how bad my eyes are. That's why I don't like coming on here without makeup. Of course, I've been
Looks like
crying this morning.
you have to. You've been upset, so.
Yeah.
So I tried my little hardest. I can stream I call it Farmyard, from my MacBook, but because it was a link you gave me, it would not let me open the link on my MacBook. So I'm having to use my iPad, which is down here. So you're looking at my boobs, guys. Enjoy.
Uh-huh.
All
Well,
right.
I thought it said that you could use your phone too.
I can't use my phone because my phone's 6 years old, so that ain't happening.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But it's on. I'm streaming from my iPad, but it would have been better. Like it would have been up here if it was on my freaking. I
Well,
don't like it.
I can
I
post
don't
the
know where I
link
am.
here in the chat, and you can.
No, it's not. It's not going to work. I don't think because I don't know. I've got to work that out. Anywho, it doesn't matter. I finally got Joshy to sleep, guys, because he knew Mummy had something to do. It took me 10 times longer than normal. So
Sounds like my dog. My dog does that.
you do. Cece, are you comparing my dog to your kid? I mean, your kid.
No, I don't mean it like that, but she does do the same thing.
Hi, everybody.
Hold
I'm
on
trying
now. Take the reins while I run in my kitchen. 1 second.
Ooh, lordy. All right. How is everyone? Good evening. This is your friendly village idiot here, but tonight I'm here with a little bit of something else because before I came over here to YouTube and started my haha channel, I actually used to do a lot of research and stuff on web sleuths and as well as Facebook as well. But I am, just like most of you guys, a true crime junkie. But when I came over here, I thought, you know what? There's enough of that over here. I'm going to do something different. And then the idiot was born in me. The end.
I'm back, girl. Well, you just like to goof off. You're very intelligent. You just like to goof off. I mean, you can't be
Well,
serious all the time. You got to have a little fun.
well, yeah, that's it. But I just saw a need for it in the community.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
So
yes.
I went for it. But before that, I mean, I don't do as much research. I still, in my spare time, when I get it, do a lot of research into Jane and John Does that they find who have never been identified, maybe really long-term ones and stuff like that. So I still do put that little finger into the pie and twirl it around.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's certain cases that we're just drawn to.
Definitely.
Different cases they're drawn to. A lot of people are drawn to the Watts case. Me, not so much. I was at the beginning. Then I got the Watts burnout. I hate to say that, but it's true.
I think half of YouTube got the Watts burnout, and some of them didn't come back from it. Just
Megan,
oh, did I just say that? Oh,
is Megan? Are you still buffering? I wonder if it's on her end.
Don't worry about Megan. She's always buffering.
Okay.
Yeah,
Megan's always buffering, so we'll not worry about her. She's not important. I'm just kidding.
Just pointing my
Megan,
finger at her.
joking.
Do you want me to turn my video off to smoke? Because I really need a smoke right now.
I
Valerie,
don't care.
don't look good because Valerie's always busting my chops.
Oh gosh, I know it. She does me too. She just don't want us to have lung cancer. So,
Oh, great. Yeah, bring that into it, Cece. Jeez. All right,
before we
so
get started, I did want to say that if y'all don't know, they did catch the escaped convict from Tennessee. They caught him
yes,
10
they
miles.
did.
Yes, he had bug bites all over his face. I noticed that because the bugs are so bad here in Virginia and Tennessee. I mean, they are like really bad, especially in cornfields or soybean fields.
Did you see the look on his face in the back of that car?
Yeah,
He
that's
was just like,
priceless. He was like, "Look, I'm going back to prison." He got his own self caught by going through that refrigerator. Got caught on doorbell cam. It woke up the owners like at 3:30 Sunday morning, and they called police. And they found him not far from that house in a soybean field.
wow. Oh, really?
What's
I
going
hope you
on?
guys can't hear what's happening here.
Yeah, sirens.
Well, can you hear the sirens?
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, there's sirens and there's also torture going on because my dog is trying to eat a frog.
Oh
Millie!
gosh.
Millie!
I'm so glad it wasn't one of my dogs that killed my chicken, or I'm afraid I would have had some resentment there.
Yeah, it wouldn't have lasted long though. You love your doggies.
I know it. I know. I was just thinking, what if it was my dog, dead or something, or my son, of course, it
Yeah.
would be worse. So, anyway, let's get started on the Erica Parsons case. I'm interested to see what you've got to say. Do you want to give them the back history, or do you want me to? It doesn't matter.
Now you can warm me up, Cece. You can
Okay.
warm me up because I've been reading a lot of the latest stuff. Because just a quick, sorry, I'm already taking over.
No,
Just a
go ahead.
little quick bit. Only the mother has been sentenced for this girl's death so far. The adoptive father also has to be sentenced. So just so you guys know that.
Right. So, Erica Lynn Parsons was born February 24th, 1998. Her date of death, they think, is December 17th, 2001. Erica Parsons was a 13-year-old girl from Salisbury, North Carolina, who mysteriously disappeared in 2011. On July 30th, 2013, Erica's adopted brother, Jamie Parsons, reported to police that he had not seen his sister since November 2011, stating that their parents had killed her and buried her in the backyard. But Jamie later recanted those statements. Um, and then that's what launched the investigation into Erica's disappearance. No one in the family allegedly knew this little girl had been missing for several years.
No.
When questioned by police, the Parsonses, Jamie or Casey and Sandy Parsons, claimed that Erica had went to live with her biological grandmother. That would have been Erica's biological dad's mother. Now, Erica was adopted at birth by Sandy and Casey Parsons. Let's see, Sandy's brother's wife, so it had been Sandy's sister-in-law, had an affair, got pregnant with this baby.
No, 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 no.
Right?
Sandy's brother.
Brother's wife, right?
No, Sandy's brother had an affair.
No. No. I don't think. Let's see. Wait. Sandy's brother's wife, Carolyn Parsons, had an affair. She was married to Sandy's brother. She had an affair and got pregnant. That is what they said in the documentary on Wikipedia. Okay, she didn't want to keep
Great.
the
I've
baby.
stuffed it already.
So am I right or wrong, right?
Well, you must be.
Yeah.
You must be, but yeah.
Yeah, it was their sister-in-law. That's what it states. It was Sandy brother's wife. She was married to Sandy's brother. She had an affair with this Billy Goodman guy. She got pregnant. She already had 3 kids. This Billy Goodman didn't want the kids, so she put it up for adoption.
Yep.
And Sandy and Casey Parsons adopted. Let me make sure that's right.
No, I think you are. I think my brain just look. I've had one of those days. I've got stuff written down, but not about this beginning bit.
I apologize when you said that, and I was like, no, I didn't
No,
mean. I'm sorry.
I know. I know. When Cece looks into something, she looks into it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it like in a mean way,
No,
rude.
I know. I know. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Okay. So, anyways, they adopt her. They raise her from birth. Now, Casey Parsons does not like the biological mother, Carolyn. So
Right.
she has a lot of resentment towards little Erica. So she begins to abuse Erica. You can step in anytime, Mel.
Oh, I don't really know where to start. It's a whole.
They start
It's
abusing Erica, and let's see, they encouraged the other children to participate.
right. So Erica, from a young age, actually showed signs of having a learning disability.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Casey took all of the kids out of school and homeschooled them. And I think that part is really important because around that time, um, there was quite a few cases where children who were homeschooled were being abused and stuff. So it's important to remember that because at the time that this happened, that was a pretty big thing. Um, the abuse, I don't know exactly when it started, but I know that she had, I'm pretty sure the two younger kids came after Erica, Sadie, and the other one.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one called?
I don't know. I don't know the children's names. I just knew Erica and the one child, Jamie, the older son.
Yeah. Well, see, in her sentencing, she got to talk for a minute and she says, you know, what I did was wrong, blah, 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 but I'll go through that later. I chose one child over another. So she had two kids after she had adopted Erica. And I think after that happened, things got progressively worse because, she had other babies, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like who were hers biologically. And so Erica was just in the road.
Yeah, they were
Now,
cruel to Erica.
really cruel. Now, the family knew that to some point that there was abuse going on. Um, they tried to one of the aunties, one of Casey's sisters, actually took on Erica,
Yep.
and she lived with her for a while, but Casey decided that she wanted her back, probably wanted the money back more likely
Yeah.
because
She
Erica
was
received a payment.
Yeah, she was afraid. The reason Casey's sister said the reason Casey wanted her back is because she was still receiving checks for Erica, and she didn't want to get in
Yeah.
trouble.
Yeah. So, but when Erica was with the auntie, she started flourishing. She ate well, she was dressed nicely, and all that sort of stuff. So it was really like she would have been abused the whole time, but it was more towards the end that it progressively got worse, a
Yeah.
lot worse. Um, okay, so let me just go through my notes here.
I got pages and pages of notes.
Oh, I'm so stupid. I've got it written here. Sandy's brother's wife had an affair.
Yeah.
Those two ended up breaking up.
Right.
So, and she couldn't have taken care of Erica if she wanted to. She's
No,
got a whole pile of other,
she
yeah.
seems to have some kind of severe learning disability.
She seems to come across that way, but I was actually like, because Casey was recently, only like this last week, sentenced, I watched Carolyn out outside with the reporters and that, and she did such a great job. She said exactly what she wanted to say, and she said it really well. I was really proud of her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I listened to her. I was noticing her speech a little bit, and I thought to myself, she must have some kind of disability of some sort. But she did do a really good job of speaking.
but
Um,
see, she was abused herself.
oh, really?
And yes, and so were her siblings.
So I'm just
So
wondering. I know Erica was allowed to talk to Caroline, her birth mom, but was Carolyn not calling during this time that Erica was missing between 2011 and 20?
no, she only really re-met her again. I'll say re-met because they didn't have a lot of contact at all. When about a year or something before she went missing, and because in the Dr. Phil, because this was on Dr. Phil, um, she says that when they left, they went to some, I don't know, burger place or something. When they left the place, Erica says, please don't make me, you know, go and see her again, sort of thing, which was a load of crap.
Right.
Because, Casey was trying to make it out like Erica didn't want to have anything to do with her.
Yeah.
Casey never does anything unless it's got something in it for her.
Oh, yeah. She's a swindler. She's a murderer, a
Yeah,
con, whatever you want to call her. She's a piece of shit.
yeah.
The things that they did to this child, Sandy Parsons admitted to getting mad and punching Erica in the head. She was forced to eat dog food, stand in the closet, urinate.
I've got her autopsy thing here.
Yeah, she had a broken nose and everything. An arm. What exactly an arm? It's what causes your arm to connect, I believe, or maybe your shoulder or collarbone.
Yeah.
Go over it if you want to. What else she had wrong with her?
Well, right. In her autopsy, she had fractures in various stages of healing. Um, Antemortem fractures were nasal bones, lateral incisor, left mandible, bilateral scapulae. I don't know how you say that. 6 fractures of the left ribs, um, 9 fractures of ribs, that must be in total, fractures between the 4th and 5th sacral segments, right humerus, right proximal flanks, no, yeah, flanks, and left tibia. These were all ones that were healing. She had low bone density, which means she was malnourished. Um, she had fractures that were healing from in her spine as well. C7, T1, L4, and L5.
Right. Didn't they think she had spina bifida? How you say that?
Spina bifida.
Bifida. Yeah.
Yeah, I
And a
don't know.
septic. They thought she had some kind of serious infection that may have been septic too.
The infection, I'll get to that.
Okay.
There was a growth deficit, old injuries, old fractures in nasal bones, 6 fractures in left ribs, 3 fractures on right ribs, so that was the 9 total. They all showed new bone growth, so they had been there a while. Her fingers were often bent back,
Mm-hmm.
as Sandy calls it. That was a friendly reminder. If Casey bent Erica's fingers back, it was a friendly reminder to, do what you're told, or
Yeah,
something worse is going
they
to
would
happen.
break her fingers like that and then make up homemade casts for her fingers.
The homemade cast was when Jamie broke her arm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jamie accidentally broke her arm because Erica was singing in her bedroom one day and Jamie got pissed off and accidentally broke her arm. So Casey rang Sandy and said, I need this, this, and this from the shops. She set her bones back together at home, no pain relief,
Oh, wow.
and then put her arm in a cast, and it never healed right. She was choked. She was fed dog food. She was deprived of food at times. She
So,
had her hand slammed in the door. She had a tooth knocked out. And she also had beatings with a belt buckle which belonged to Sandy. Now, in the end, Sandy started hiding his belt buckle because Erica's back from Jamie's mouth looked like Jesus's back. She just had welts all over her skin.
Oh my goodness. Now, Jamie says that he started participating in abusing Erica when he was 5 years old till he was 16 years old, and he just couldn't do it anymore. He did admit to breaking her arm, from what I've read. And he got
Yep.
mad at his parents. It's why he reported Erica missing.
Him and his parents had a fight. So he went and stayed with his uncle. Now, a week into this stay or something like that, they were talking about Erica and the fact that she had gone missing. And I do believe Jamie did this as a fuck you, excuse my language. But Jamie called the cops. Well, his uncle did, and they went in and made a report that Erica was actually missing. So, yeah, it was like I've got you, you know.
Yeah. I'm
The whole family's like that.
So when investigators started investigating this case, they just Casey and Sandy just kept saying that she had went to live with Irene Goodman. But when
Yep.
investigators looked into this, Billy Goodman's mother had been dead for 5 years.
Yep.
There was no Irene Goodman, so they knew she was full of shit. But during their investigation, they found out that Casey Parsons had been a surrogate mother and been paid to be a surrogate. She tried to scam this woman after she was paid 10 grand and say that she miscarried. Well, Casey's sister gets a hold of that lady and's like, no, Casey is still pregnant. When Casey does give birth, that lady did get her baby.
She actually went and stayed with the that family for 3 weeks, Cece. Her and Jamie did. And during that time she got pregnant. Now, when she had gone home and she would have been 6 weeks, she emailed this lady and said she had miscarried. And in the end, this lady spent 5 months trying to get hold of her because she changed her number, she changed her email address. And someone on this site that Casey went to, Casey was trying to sell the baby again. She was, before it was even born, Cece.
Oh my goodness.
She was putting this baby up as in any interest. Someone recognized her name and emailed someone, and it got the ball rolling, and the family actually found out. But this woman searched for Casey for 5 months and could not believe. And what happened was one of the family members went to their house and noticed that Casey was setting up a freaking, because she was a big woman then. She actually had a stomach surgery to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
But she had a cot set up, and they were like, aren't the family taking that baby? And she says, no, I'm keeping it. And they were like, ooh. But she was also putting it out there to try and get more money from other people to try and sell the baby.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah, she is nuts. I think the judge said she was nothing but a swindler. So,
Yeah.
so they stick to their story that Erica has went to live with a biological grandmother, and they go on the Dr. Phil show. Dr. Phil knows they're full of shit. Casey Parsons refused a lie detector because she said
she was in pain.
Take one if you have a high level of pain because it will show deception.
Yeah.
So she said she had pain, so she didn't take it, but Sandy did, and he failed miserably on 2 questions, which were about the same questions. Do you know anything about Erica's disappearance? When they flew back, I think the FBI was waiting for them, right?
I don't know. I don't know about whether they were waiting for them. They had this this guy called Cheryl Carlisle, I think it was, or Sheriff. I don't know. He was I think he was an attorney for them. But this guy really believed their story, and he would go on to any news place that would let him, and he would, try and defend these guys. And it was the biggest joke on Web Sleuths every time this guy, went on and spoke about these two, because it was just like, we can see it. How come no one else can see it?
Oh
It
my
was
God.
ridiculous.
My dog's sitting in the bathroom crying. I have no idea why she's crying.
She's a sook.
Um, so when Casey and Sandy Parsons were arrested, it was on federal fraud charges, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Of course, they had been interviewed by the FBI over Erica. Now, can you tell me, do you know anything about Sandy confessing and leading authorities to Erica's
Yes.
remains in 2016?
Yep, I do.
I'm going to let you do this. I'm going to mute so I can figure out what my
What's wrong
dog
with the
said.
dog?
Yeah.
All right. 2 secs, guys. This stuff's all everywhere. I had little hand crampies when I was writing last night. Okay, so after Sandy and Casey had been put away for the fraud charges because they were still collecting, sorry, I'm just looking at the comments.
Okay. She wanted
Mary, Sandy had a lot to do with it, but Casey ran that joint. She ran everything that happened in that place, and Sandy just did what he was told. So I think it was. I'm just trying to see here. One of the girls, Brooke, the older one of the siblings, went and saw Sandy in jail. And Sandy told Brooke that he promised he would help find Erica. And I think that day or a couple of days later, the police contacted Sandy, and then they organised for Sandy to be released so that he could take them to the spot where they had buried her. So that's how he. I think Brooke must have just sort of broken him down,
Did she know about this? Did Brooke know about this abuse?
That they all did, Cece, but they were all in their own way. All of those kids were abused themselves, even if it was just mentally.
Right.
I mean, having to see what she went through, and I'll read later if you don't have it. A rundown from the plea hearing from what they said actually happened more in depth,
I
but
don't have that.
they
So
all to a point knew.
right. Okay, so I'm just wondering about Casey's sister. Casey's sister said that she took Erica for those few months because Casey said she was afraid she was going to kill her.
Yeah.
So was she not suspicious during these years that Erica was missing from 2011 to 2013? She didn't wonder where Erica was, or was her and Casey not on speaking terms?
No, we'll see. A lot of them weren't on speaking terms, and Casey often stated that the whole family hated them. The whole family hated her family. They had too many kids, according to the other family members, and yeah.
Looks like there's
So
more to it than they just had too many kids. Sandy's family probably didn't like Casey because she's an evil witch.
yeah, well,
And
I'd
they
say so.
probably
I'd
knew
say that
this.
too. Yeah. And in situations like that, when they take the kids out of school to homeschool them, no one knows what's going on, do they?
Mm.
Because no one really goes and checks them, and that was part of the thing as well.
I heard too that they would take her hand and lay it on the hot stove, Mel.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
There's so much like in the plea hearing that I didn't hear about before.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I can go through that if you want. I just
Yeah,
didn't
go
know if you
ahead.
wanted to
Let's do
save it.
that.
Okay. Okay. Right. The week prior to some of this might be a bit back and forth because it was from the plea hearing, the sentencing, whatever they call it. I don't know what they call it there. The week prior to going missing, she was actually living in the hallway closet.
Oh my goodness.
They had her living in the closet, right? So she was described as looking grey with sunken eyes, smelling bad. She had open cuts that were oozing. She felt weak and had trouble breathing. And the beatings were at their worst for that final week. Now, that was taken from, not from the sentencing, that was from, I think, after they found her and Jamie had talked a little bit. So I'll tell you now what they say during the sentencing thing. The last time she was seen, Casey had been making Erica stay in the hall closet. She was in the closet and had wet her pants. She was weak and could barely get up. Casey was feeding her crackers and water. In the final week, Erica said, "Mum, I can't breathe," and Casey told her to shut the fuck up and get in the corner. Sandy, during this time, was sitting on the couch and heard everything, did nothing. That's when they also say Brooke, the older sibling, went to the jail and spoke to Sandy. Sandy says Erica kept peeing in the closet. So he took a shower board, and I'm assuming this is one of those things that you stand on when you're in the shower.
Yeah.
Is that what a shower? Yeah. He put one of them into the hallway closet
Oh wow.
because she kept peeing in there.
I mean, the poor
On
kid had to pee somewhere, you know?
Yeah, on December the 17th, I think it was, Casey woke him up and asked Sandy to go outside. Um, she told Sandy that Erica went to stay with Nan. Casey had spoken about Nan. This is from Sandy's words. Casey had spoken to about Nan for about 8 months before Erica had died. So it's like she was trying to create, you know, like
Yeah.
an alibi sort of thing.
Yeah.
Sandy said Casey used Sandy's belt to beat Erica. Casey would give Erica friendly reminders by bending her fingers back. Casey wanted to go for a drive that night, the night that he told her she'd gone with Nan, and told Sandy that Erica had killed herself with pills,
Oh wow.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so before he had woken up, Sandy had already put Erica into 2 plastic bags into a tote. I don't know what a tote is, I'm just going from what they said.
One of those,
I
probably
sh-
one of those plastic containers like you store
yeah,
stuff
that
in.
must be what it is, because apparently, yeah. He went into a room and moved the tote under other totes so the kids wouldn't find her. She was dead in the house for 2 days.
Oh wow.
He moved Erica to the truck and asked Sandy, Casey, sorry, why Erica didn't stink. Casey said it's because she had poured bleach all over Erica
Oh wow.
after she'd died.
Oh.
They took her for went for a drive. I think it was about 30 miles away, but don't quote me on that. And Sandy dug a hole. He placed Erica in the tote next to the hole. Casey told him to get back to the frickin' truck. She took the bags off Erica and then took Erica's clothes off and put her in the hole. And then she made Sandy help her bury Erica. So on their way back, Casey put the clothing into a bag, and on the way back, they threw everything into a service station dumpster. Casey said to Sandy on the way home, well, Casey told him the Nan story about how she had gone to live with Nan and said, let her handle everything.
Right.
You know, if anyone ever asked anything, let her talk. And she was identified with dental records. Now, when Casey has finally, because Casey, even after Sandy had showed them where the body was, Casey didn't get told for a couple of days. I think it was actually ended up being her mum who might have told her that they had found her, because a policeman rang up to try and get information out of Casey, saying, "Did you bury her somewhere?" And she's still no. She's she was still going on with the same story that
Yeah.
she was with Nan. A couple of days later, she changed her tune, but she told everybody that Erica had hung herself and she had to cut her down.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I noticed during their TV interview, the interview they did before they went to Dr. Phil's show, Sandy is just sitting there. He's got like this blank ass stare, his eyes bugged out of his head. I don't know if his
It's like this.
Yes, exactly. And they hardly ever moved. I was sitting there watching this guy's facial expressions as she was talking. Um, Dr. Phil knew they were full of shit when he was on that show, but he was trying to be respectful to them. But it just, you could tell that the bitch was lying.
Quickly, Mary's comment. Can you highlight that? The
Yeah.
bitch one. It says the bitch killed her because she hurt her feelings and insulted her, that she overheard Erica say she didn't want that bitch at her birthday party. That's actually not true. She made that up
I can't
because
find that comment. I don't even see it.
it's above verbals.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Because Casey said on the Dr. Phil show that that's one of the reasons why she stopped having phone calls with her while she was at Nan's. She was never at Nan's. So that birthday conversation didn't even happen.
Yeah.
That didn't even happen. There's so much stuff that they put out there,
Yeah, that could have never happened, that conversation, because there is no Nan Goodman.
Yeah.
Billy Goodman's mother had been dead for 5 years.
Yeah.
So I did see something about when Casey went to court. She said that she didn't know why she did what she did.
Yeah. And that's when she said, I chose one child over another. And it's just, Sandy actually said at one time, Casey is way smarter than the FBI. Casey was just an idiot.
Casey was just an evil, greedy.
Yeah, Sandy. I keep getting their names confused because to me, Sandy is a woman's name.
I know. Me too.
But I know more Caseys that are men than I do women.
Me too. Me too. Me too. Casey. I went to school with a guy named Casey. So do you think that Sandy, his story that he gave, do you think he was just trying to not make himself look so bad? I mean, he did admit to some abuse.
Yeah, but I think Casey was the one that wore the pants in that family. She's the one that dished out most of the abuse. The ribs that were broken in the autopsy that had actually regrown a little bit, he's the one that did that. Apparently he kicked her in the guts, in the side, and that's what caused those 9 fractures.
So they just took this child in because when you adopt a child, you get a check, or if you have a foster kid, the kid gets a check. I don't understand about the homeschooling. Here, if you homeschool, you still have to go in like ever so often and take like the SOLs or
Casey took those tests for her kids.
Oh, wow. They had a nice house and it looked like a nice farm.
That was it wasn't a farm. It was probably, I don't know, maybe an acreage or something like that, half acre maybe. Yeah. But I think I think Sandy's dad actually owned that place.
Yeah. And I don't think Casey's mom actually liked her. She didn't like her own daughter. Because she knew that her daughter was abusing Erica.
Well, whether that's the case or not, they still stood up for her outside of courts when they were going in the early times, and
yeah,
and stuff like that. And I get that. I mean, you can't blame a family for what they've done, but to a point, a lot of us, I don't speak for everyone on anyone on any website, but it was pretty much, the thing that was said was, I don't know how many times I can say the thing that was said. Everyone thought someone should have said something. That was the problem. Someone should have said something.
Yeah.
Mary says, no, what I was saying is I believe that conversation really did happen at Casey and Sandy's house, and that was the real reason. No, that wasn't. It wasn't, Mary. There was so much. There was so many problems before that happened.
Okay. How are you, girl? Hey, Remy.
No, Kerry, the death penalty, she got given a whole pile of, I don't know what you call them over there. That's part that confuses me.
She got live.
Let's just say she's got life because all of her sentences are run concurrently. Is that what they say? Like they go one after the other after the other. They don't do them all at one block. Is that right, Cece?
Do what? I was reading my notes. Sorry.
Oh. The sentences that she got, like, say it was 20 years here, 20 years there. They don't run all at the same time. They run like one after the other sort of thing.
Well, it's just according to how the judge does it. He can order them to run consecutively or not consecutively.
Yeah, they are running consecutively.
Yeah, I can't say that.
So what happens is she will finish doing her time for the federal fraud.
Yeah.
Then she will be moved to a different prison, and she will then be known as a baby killer or a child killer.
And Sandy Parsons has not been sentenced.
No.
Yeah. Now, is he going to trial or is he doing a plea deal?
That's a good question. I haven't look. I don't know if it's just because I'm in Australia, but I've had so much trouble trying to find any information, and that's why I asked you months ago if you knew about this case, and someone else said that they would look into it for me. Because, the titles and stuff, like when you're Googling things, they don't always show up for us.
Right.
So because I'm not on Web Sleuths and stuff so much now, well, hardly at all now, I haven't really, there hasn't been a whole lot posted anyway. So, after she was found, they did a really big fundraiser, and she's got a beautiful angel sitting on a seat, like where she's buried, and it's got a name on it, and people go and take fresh flowers all the time and stuff like that. So it's really lovely. But
Okay.
yeah.
So Sandy Parsons' trial date has not been set. In Casey pleaded guilty to first-degree murder on August 2nd, 2019.
Yeah.
So I think he is going to trial with this, right?
Is he?
Sure.
I don't know. Like I literally have spent so many hours on so many different cases, and you just really, some of them you just really get involved with. You know what I mean? Like you just get so involved.
Right.
And like when I heard that they'd actually found her, I was just in tears. I was so happy because she could be buried, and her biological mum, could get some justice sort of thing. And because there's a lot of people who blame Caroline and say, she should have been in a better place and she should have taken care of her own kid and that. But things happen. It's life. Things happen. Not everyone is in a good spot to raise a child. And she, in good faith, thought that these people would look after her baby.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
You have to have evil in your heart to harm a child, whether it's your child or someone else's child. You just have to be an evil person.
Sorry.
Oh, that's right. You could not have any love in your heart to hurt a child or an animal. the things they did to the bruises all over her body, made stand in closets, in corners, hand put on a hot burner on the stove, arms broke, fingers broke. The girl got so many cuts on her, her body is infected. More than say, including all the injuries that she had and broken bones, I would say she probably did die from an infection, staph infection
Oh,
instead.
she probably was septic,
Yeah,
CC.
yeah, because
I
it
mean,
said
you think
that.
about it. If you've
Mhm.
got that smell, it's what
I
they
have
call,
been
what are they,
septic.
MRSA,
I
whatever.
have been septic before. So that is probably why her brother Jamie said that she said she didn't feel good and stuff. And look, because she had
Yeah.
all the infection in her body and her body's just run down so much where she'd just been tortured and beat so much. I just can't imagine what this kid went through. It flashes through my head like images when I'm
You know,
reading.
they also used to leave her at home when they went out to do things.
Oh, yeah, they wouldn't let her participate in any family functions,
Hmm.
activity. Don't worry about Mel. My dogs do it all the time. Mine
You
was a
know
bit.
what it is? It's a freaking kangaroo. There's kangaroos over the other side of my fence. They're literally like 3, 4 meters away from me, and
Yeah,
the dogs are like this big, and they're like,
yeah.
yeah.
We say we don't have kangaroos, but we have deer that come out here in the mornings and the evenings, and raccoons, and it just gets my dogs going. I have a raccoon that's been stealing chicken feed from my porch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
They're so
Michelle says,
cheeky.
Michelle, did you get your bag, sweetie? The bone marrow could have gotten into the bloodstream that would kill her. Hey, Cheryl.
Um, Mary, the Casey, once the abuse was sort of going on, Casey kept Erica away from everyone. So, and Carolyn was just doing her own thing, really.
Yeah.
You know, like not every adoption is an open adoption where
She,
they, send cards and photos and stuff like that. So
Casey had to isolate Erica because she was abusing her.
well, she did. And that's why, I mean, she did go to school for a little while, but Casey eventually just took her out and, took them all out.
Yeah.
It was a shit show from the beginning.
They said that some causes of abuse is it's usually like one child is usually singled out. Usually, the reason the parent abuses, they said, is because the child reminds them of something that they don't like, or the
Yeah, well,
child
that was
usually
Carolyn.
has a disability and the parents don't like it.
Yeah. Well, see, she used to say, I mean, a lot of, like, every time the family asked, where did that bruise come from? Where did this bruise come from? Because one time Casey's mother had them, and she said, where did all these bruises on Erica's backside come from? And Casey
Oh,
said, Jamie. She blamed Jamie, everything on Jamie.
yeah.
So, I don't think it was always Jamie. I'm sure. I mean, because they all, like I said, they all went through their own drama in this family, and you know, yeah, I think the way she raised Casey, especially raised the kids, was shut up. You don't say anything. What happens at home stays at home. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
It was just
she
normal
just
for them, probably. All the kids, it was normal.
just an interesting fact, CC. Casey raised hedgehogs and miniature dachshunds. Now, those dogs got fed better than what Erica did.
Oh, wow.
She used to sell them on Craigslist.
Oh, really? So she took care
Yep.
of her dogs, but wouldn't take care of Erica.
Yep.
They were cruel to her. Cruel's not even the word for what they
Mm,
did to her. I don't even know how to describe what they did to her.
no. And I'm really surprised that, I mean, it was on TV here. It was on the news. But there are so many people that I ask who do true crime who've never even heard of her.
Well, the name didn't ring a bell until I did that article the other day, and you said you had mentioned it to me before. I kind of remember it, but the name just didn't ring a bell.
Mm. Yeah.
Michelle, I sent you the tracking number, the receipt the other day in email. I don't know if you've seen it, but track the bag and see if it's there. It should have been there. I know it had to go through customs and stuff, though.
Where's it going to?
Canada.
Oh.
But I seen it. It was last week. I still have the receipt right here. Well, it's in my other notebook. I'll have to look at it. She doesn't get it. I'll have to send her another one, but she should get it. Yeah, Michelle, if
No,
you got the tracking number, try to track it and see if it's there. It should have been there. I thought it would have been there by Friday.
Mary, I agree with you. I would too. But these families and Carolyn especially, you know, I think she was just trying to get on with her life. She's never had I don't know what to say without sounding terrible. I don't think she's ever had money. I don't think she's ever had, you
Yeah.
know, a home for very long sort of thing, bit transient sort of thing. Um, and that's just, I'm not saying that's factual. That's just from what I've viewed. I just don't think she really thought of it like what we would, you know.
Uh,
The
I think she may have drank quite a bit when she was pregnant with Erica because they think that Erica had that fetal alcohol syndrome.
She definitely had something like that.
Fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. That's what it's called.
Yep.
I wonder if Billy Goodman had any learning disabilities or anything wrong with him, or if it.
He was a special one, that one.
Oh, really? I saw his picture. Bless his heart. He died in 2016, January
He did.
2016.
But I
Natural
don't
causes. What's
yeah,
natural?
I don't think he wanted anything to do with Erica at all.
No, the pregnancy was the result of an affair. Carolyn was married to Sandy's brother. And she has other kids. She had three other
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
From what I read on Wikipedia, they said that Carolyn did talk to Erica on the phone occasionally. But
Yeah.
she said they
But
didn't have a lot of contact.
no. And there was also when she was missing, she tried to fake emails that came from this Nan person. And yeah, it was just she really thought she was more clever than anyone. It was ridiculous. So she tried to, but where did I write it? Because when she was missing and the cops kept asking, they were saying, Casey and Sandy were saying, she rings all the time. And they're like, well, where's her number? And they would never hand over the number. They said, you guys are still collecting money for Erica. And they would say, no, we're not. We're sending it to Nan. They'd say, well, where's the address? They never handed it over. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, Dr. Phil was like, you wasn't worried about your daughter. You wasn't worried about Erica being gone. But when your other daughter went missing one night, you were
Yeah.
reporting it to the police.
Yep. And her reply was, but Erica wasn't missing. She was with Nan. I just wanted to smack her in the face when I saw that. I've never been so mad.
Yeah, Michelle,
Seriously.
track it and let me know later. I hope you get it. I didn't know you lived in the boonies. That's probably what I know. They asked me that day. They was like, "Do you want it delivered in like 3 days?" And I was like, "Well, no, it ain't that big of a deal. Just whenever." So
Yeah.
I do know it had to go
I'm
through customs. So
I've probably missed a whole pile of comments and I'm really sorry, but my brain retains all this information, but me trying to actually get it out of my mouth.
See, this happened
And
quite close to Mary, quite contrary.
mm,
Yeah. Hey, Sherry. Good morning, girl.
another case, sorry, I'm feeding my face. Another case was Aaliyah Bakurl. Did you ever hear of that one?
Who?
Aaliyah Bakurl.
Mm-mm.
She was a disabled girl that was taken out of her bedroom window one night and by a guy that was known to the family. And yeah, she
Oh.
was she died and she was raped after she died.
Oh, my
She was
God.
wheelchair bound, but the mum was on some serious drugs and stuff like that. That's just another case that I was, fairly involved with on
Yeah.
sites and stuff.
I don't know how anyone could do anything to a
Mm,
child. Just think about all the abused children in the world right now, and we don't know about it. Kids
I
that are
know.
abused behind closed doors.
This is why I say, if you see something, say something. If I would rather call the police and be told that I was wrong than not to call them and something like this happen, because too many kids these days, and Cece, you'd know this, you've done a lot of cases recently with kids, someone could have called. Someone would have seen this child at some point and known that she was hurting. She never smiled. This kid never smiled.
Yeah.
There's only a couple of photos of her actually smiling. Most of them look like she's in pain.
Yeah. She was severely underweight, malnourished.
She
God.
was. Her bone density
Imagine
was
how her
crap.
little mind was. Her already having problems, may have had this fetal alcohol disorder, and then on
Hmm.
top of that, having to live in a house of horror.
Yeah. Yep. And Casey just couldn't stand her.
Hey, Shay Shay. Verbal says, yep, our future killers are being raised and abused as we speak.
Hmm.
Amen to that. Hey, Shay, welcome, girl.
So I hope I made a little bit of sense tonight.
Oh, you did. You done great. I really enjoyed doing this with you. We'll
Thank
have
you for
to,
having me.
oh, thank you for coming on and sharing your knowledge with
Well,
us. I've enjoyed it.
it probably wasn't much, but I just, yeah, I just really this little one just has a place in my heart, and I always think about her, and I still always try and keep up with what's happening and as much as I can. Just so I don't know. I think to know if it was me and if it was my child, to know that people out there still you know, think about them, it sort of makes them live on a bit.
Yeah,
If they're still in people's minds and memories and stuff.
yeah, it's not
So
forgotten.
yeah, they're not. She will never be forgotten. Look, that whole town. I think they have a day for her in the
No,
town. You'll have to look it up. She has the most beautiful memorial area, and it's kept really nice, and it's beautiful. It really is. So yeah, I mean, the whole town feels guilty.
yeah,
The whole place feels guilty because and they call her their girl now. You know, I mean,
yeah.
imagine what birthdays and Christmases and shit were like for this poor kid.
I know. I know. Could you? She probably had to sit back and watch the other kids open presents and everything. She was probably being abused on holidays, probably put in the closet.
Hmm, ridiculous. That's why when they first started investigating, um, they actually brought in the dogs and stuff, and they hit on the cupboard, and they noticed that the cupboard had been somehow, you know, like fixed up.
Yeah.
So Sandy must have done that after she had died.
Yeah.
Fixed it all back up.
So the dogs hid on the closet. Basically, they put her in all the time.
I'm pretty sure there was all they found with the luminal or whatever. They found something. I know that the dogs hit for sure out in the back shed, and I think they found a couple of teeth out there. See, and I'm confused now because something that I read, I was sure I read that she had been, but I might have got it mixed up with another case. I thought they had actually dismembered her.
I
And
thought I saw that too, Mel.
yes, but yeah, I don't know where that was. I
I
can't look
don't
it
know
up
if
now because.
that's information that's not correct
Mm,
or what. I don't get the thing about removing her clothes before burying her.
I think that was just a final fuck you from Casey, to be honest. Sorry for my language, but I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
that woman. If I like, even God, have you watched? Did you watch that link that I sent you of the play here, the sentencing?
No, I didn't get to watch all of it. I watched
Yeah,
some.
her face during that. I just wanted to smack her.
I saw the part where she said she don't know why she did what she did. Why she did those things.
Yeah, Mel wanted to do a drama what and jump through the screen and freaking smack her.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to kick that woman's ass myself. I'd beat her like a man.
Has anyone seen her for the past couple of days?
Who?
Drama what? Whitehole or whatever her
No,
first name
I've
was.
not. She's usually in the live stream.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried. I'm a bit worried about her. I emailed her
Why?
yesterday.
Why is something going on?
Oh no, I saw her last video. She wasn't feeling great, so I emailed her, but she hasn't replied to me. So if you're watching, much love to you,
Yeah.
and respond to my email because yeah, I'm worried.
Yeah,
She's
drama.
just
What?
been working a lot, and yeah.
Yeah. She needs to respond to your email, let you know if she's okay. I love her to death. She is so straight up and real.
She's so sassy. I got a girl crush on her, Cece.
And she's looking good in that uniform the other day. That's what I told her. Pretty
I
damn.
embarrassed the absolute crap out of her because I was like, girl, tell you what, she's looking hot in that uniform. I'm a married woman, but
Oh, yeah. And Emily said
what can I
crazy
say?
nurse granny. And I'm going to tell you somebody I was wondering about yesterday. Woods woman. Where the hell's Woods woman?
Ask Critters, she'd know.
I don't ever see critters.
I see Critters all the time. I'll ask her.
Yeah, I want to know where Woods woman. I always loved Woods woman. I know she used to watch the stream. She didn't always comment. I mean, she still could watch, but
Crazy Nurse Granny is okay. I think she was a few weeks ago. She was pretty sick, but yeah. Hey Dover.
I went to her live one morning. She asked about you, Cece. Oh, did she? I have missed Woods woman. I love Woods woman and Luther.
When? When's
When
Woods
was she
Woman been on?
live? And I was going to check to see if I'm even still subscribed, if she still had a channel. I know I've not unsubbed.
You know what though? I've had been unsubbed from channels, and I don't know why. I haven't done it. So maybe go and have a manual look. Because YouTube does some weird stuff.
Well, see, I'm finding, what's her name? What's her channel name? Woods Woman?
Hmm. Maybe they just got sick of the crap. A lot of people, Crazy Nurse Granny was doing that Big Brother thing, and then everything went to crap. And
I thought that was good videos, the YouTube Big Brother and
it was
stuff.
epic. I was in the house, CC. I was in the house, and no one knew who the hell I was.
People's tired of this shit on YouTube. I'm frankly tired of it. You know
Yeah.
what I can't stand? I can't stand this. Hey, I'm going to talk about everybody, but when everybody mentions one little word or sentence about me, I'm going to do a
Mm-hmm.
live stream about it. I can't stand that.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
can't talk shit about people and then expect them not to say nothing back about you.
Don't forget the old. I don't watch those channels, so I don't know what's going on, but I actually watch them every day.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
When I actually say I don't watch someone, there is someone. I couldn't tell you what's going on, Lynn. I don't watch Laura's channel. That's just my preference. I'm not no longer subscribed. I haven't watched in weeks. But when I say I don't watch them, when I really don't watch them, I don't have time to watch a lot of videos.
No, me neither.
Half the time I'm not notified.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard when you start getting more subscribers too, to try and go to everyone's channels, well,
Mm-hmm.
everyone who has channels, to try and sort of keep up.
Yeah.
So, Verbal's laughing.
Verbal's awesome. And Andrew, I love Andrew's comments, but he is funny as crap. Verbal is too. When
He
I
is
know
funny.
that
He comes over to mine now.
when I go back and listen like to my live streams and I'm talking to Verbal, it actually sounds like I'm saying purple constipation.
You got a new name, Purple Constipation?
I'm going to be doing, and Mel, you should do this too. I'm going to do the get up challenge as soon as my legs feeling better and I get the dance moves down. I'm going to upload it.
I got to dance? What?
Yeah, it's the get up challenge. All the
That
hot
sounds
cops
like
are doing
hard
it.
work.
I mean, there's some good looking cops doing it.
Oh, I'm starting a new channel.
Oh, you did?
I am. I am. It's gonna be called Yo Mama Nails.
Yeah, Mama Nails. What are you going
Yo
to do?
Mama Nails. I love nails. I love nail polish. Like, you should see how much nail polish I have got. Yes, Mary, I know a lot
Oh,
about Zara Baker.
wait. Is that the man who came to America, married this woman? He brought his daughter with her and she started abusing the daughter?
Yep.
Didn't the daughter have disabilities?
Yep.
Yeah, I know that story. I know that story,
The
Mary.
mum doing the fake crying out the front in the
We'll do
interview.
we'll do that case. I'm gonna do that one and the Lucas Hernandez because I did follow Lucas's case a little bit. Oh, cream egg. What does that sound like? What the hell is that? Is that ice cream?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it looks good.
You don't know what I've got out here, girlfriend.
Damn
This is
it,
in a
Mel.
stubby holder.
You're always doing
I'm
that crap, making me hungry.
I'm prepared. Look, if I get hungry after that, I have jerky, okay?
I love turkey.
If I get hungry after that, I can have pistachios. I've got chewies. I've got everything. I literally have everything I need out here. All right. Yes, Sarah, it's going to be doing nails, nail art, anything,
Awesome.
anything that people probably don't think I'm into, because, but I started growing my nails at the end of last year for the first time ever. I was probably one of the world's best biters.
Yeah, me
And
too. I am.
and one day I just bought this hot pink nail polish and I was like, stuff it. I put it on and I didn't bite my nails.
I have a problem with my nails. I try to grow them out, and then they start like peeling. Like the layer
Yeah.
of the nail starts peeling. What can I do about that?
I
Nail.
actually have that problem right now, and I think you might need vitamin C. I mean, no, calcium.
Yeah,
You might not be getting enough calcium into your diet.
yeah,
And there's also even vitamin E, probably just a good multivitamin. And I'm telling you this, but I don't actually take them myself. See,
right.
this is my nails right now, and I'm really not happy. What the
Yeah,
hell's up that one? That one looks, no, it's this one. Um, I don't know I just washed them. I wash my hands like 20,000 times a day.
my nails do that
Anyway,
too because we're workers. We got to do real work.
I don't do real work.
I
I
do
have
real work.
polygel coming from Wish, which is a paste that's like a mixture of gel and acrylic.
Mhm.
And it comes in a tube, and you put it on, like you use these nail for. Anyway, it's a long story. But so then all of my nails will be the same length. And all I've ever wanted, because I've only ever had my nails done once by a professional, and they sucked at it. But anyway, all I've ever wanted was glittery as hell nails. And I've got this glitter stuff coming. It's gonna blow your mind.
Oh wow.
You wait till you see my blinged up nails.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get some vitamins and I'm going to get something to strengthen my nails. Michelle has the same problem with her nails as you and I do, breaking and peeling. It sucks. It sucks.
Cece, do you wear gloves when you do cleaning and stuff?
No,
Well, that's
no,
not helping.
no,
What
no.
you need to do is do what I do and just make your husband do it.
Oh, yeah. Mine's gone all the time, so
Oh, how do you do that?
what? How do I get him gone all the time? He works.
Yeah.
He works all the time. Daylight to dark, usually. But he goes in about 8 or 9 and don't come home till 6 or 7 in the evening.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it is. It's wonderful, but I get quite lonely. That's why I started doing YouTube and stuff.
Really?
I get lonely. I'm not a person that can be by themselves or alone. I like
I
my
could.
alone time, but I can't spend lots of time alone.
I used to be like that too until I had kids, and now I'm never alone.
Well,
I
I'm really
am.
never alone because I have dogs all the time following me around. Something crazy.
Mary, I thought she was put into a suitcase and dumped in the in bush. Sorry, I think I always see Mary's comments because she always tags me. So it just sort of pops straight into my face. Meow meow.
Yeah.
Olive oil. Yes, Emily is right. Olive oil around the cuticles, massaged in, can help as well. Thank you, Emily. Straight to the top of the class on my new channel, which you will be subscribing to when I get around to making it.
Yeah,
Your mama nails.
let us know when you make that. I've not seen a lot of nail channels. There may
Oh,
be.
there are.
Are there?
There are. But mine's going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
And not intentionally, probably because of my fails. But that will be funny in itself.
I know this is going to sound weird, but I like videos that are not so professionally done. You know,
Yeah,
like real videos.
and you know what else? They get sent free crap all the time.
I know
I
it.
am up for that. I am up for that.
I
And
know
then I
it.
can try things and yeah.
I know I got to get Sunny's channel built up so I can get free chicken food and stuff from it.
Oh my god, Joshy was freaking devastated when he watched the video about the Laverne.
Oh, that's why I
He
wanted to tell you first.
Oh, well, I didn't even think about the video. Anyway, I put it on and he was like, "Was it sunny?" I said, "No, it wasn't sunny." And he goes, "Yes." I said, "Joshy."
Oh, Sonny, God, that little asshole. I'm going to have to face him today with my chicken boots on.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's so
Can do you have like a shield? Have you got a trash bin lid that's got one of those things you can sort of, on the lid that you can hold and you can just sort of like pew pew deflect.
I'm going to take my red bucket in with me to put between me and him. I'm just going to let him get it out of his system because I
It's not
have.
gonna. He's
He's
not
not.
gonna just get it out of his system in
Well,
one go.
I figured like if he saw I wasn't afraid of him, that he may quit.
Yeah, but he already knows you're afraid of him.
I know. I rather just quit. I got my
You
pants hung
stuffed
on the
it.
damn fence yesterday.
Right.
If
Now I've
Sonny
heard
hadn't have
Cece.
done that, if Sonny hadn't have done me that way the first time yesterday, he done it twice. The first time, Laverne would still be here because I was going to put him up and he chased me out of the yard. And I was like, I'll go back home for a few minutes, get some water and stuff together. And they were all there at that time. When I came back, they were all put up except for him. He chased me out of the yard again, gave it a few minutes till he went in the coop, ran up there and shut the door. And I was
Yeah.
like, damn, there's a white chicken gone. Where's she at? And I went and found a big pile of feathers.
Well, you're supposed to walk at him fast when he's coming at you.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
so scary.
It is scary, Cece, but I believe in you. I believe that you can teach this rooster who's boss. All right.
I'm going to get it on camera, so y'all wish me luck.
Oh, Joshy's going to freaking love it because I know you're going to turn your ass and haul it to the fence.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll be screaming probably. The last
Oh,
time he attacked me that Josh leapt so much, I
yeah.
actually took off running, dropped the phone cut off.
He thought that was hilarious, Cece. If you could do some more of that, he'll probably tell all his friends as well.
Sherry, are you?
Have you seen his messages?
No, I've not seen any of them.
On the video I think you did for him, he messaged. It was so funny. I went on there and there's a message from him saying, I like this video or something. Then it says, Mel is the best on the
Oh,
next message.
oh,
I'm like,
excuse me.
Joshy, stop spamming.
I didn't see that. What times
Oh, God.
I'm really bad at checking Sunny's comments. Really bad.
Sherry, go and have a look on Sunny Rooster's page.
I was going to ask Sherry if she was the Sherry. It's none of my business. You can tell me, Sherry. It's none of your business, woman. But was you the Sherry that was on Diane's channel the other night?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. That's all I'm going to say. Well, I don't know, Sherry,
I
if
saw
you
that.
in the comment section, but a couple times I did write in the chat. Sherry comes into my chat and she's a nice lady. I wrote that a couple different times.
What were they saying about Sherry? I stopped because
Sherry's being on
so
a flight.
late.
Sherry's a mother hen, and somebody messing with her daughter. She went up there.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I've
yes.
gotcha.
Because remember, Sherry was in the chat a while back. She was telling us
Yeah.
about it, and she was
Yeah, I remember.
pissed. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Andrew, I was watching that live. I should have been asleep, but something kept me awake. And I couldn't hear anything because if I'm in the bedroom next to Joshy, I often don't have my headphones.
Right.
So I'm laying there, and I actually nearly woke him up. I laughed so hard because Brenda's sitting there talking. Next minute, this cat just come smacks her in the face.
Katie Cat Psycho.
I said, Brenda, because I don't call her Katie because I just like Brenda better. I said, Brenda, I'm going to steal that and I'm going to make a video, but she did it herself, so that's fine. But Josh thought it was hilarious. So you had a bit of competition that day.
That's so funny. Let's see. Well, Sherry, I just typed it in the chat because, I don't say much, but I just wanted people to know that you was a nice lady and you wouldn't come forward and say nothing if it wasn't, facts. Like that. He pimped Slack. Yeah, I saw that. Hey, Shirley. Long time no see. Well, Mel, I'm going to have to get off here and get some things down.
Yep.
Thank you so much for coming on, discussing this page. Maybe we can do it again.
Oh, maybe next time I'll be,
Y'all pray for me. I don't get killed by a rooster today.
Yes, can we all just have a minute of silence for CC's adventure? All right, everyone. Throw some heart emojis up, some chicken emojis. Let's get her pumped. She can do this.
Shirley's late, bless her heart. Yeah, thank y'all so much for your encouragement. I'm going to need it. Oh my gosh, I hope I don't chicken out, but I am going to get my phone. No pun intended.
Pardon the pun. I hope you don't chicken out too.
I'm going to try to get my phone all charged up, and I'm going to put some jeans on and my daggone chicken boots.
Yeah, you really want to do that. You really do. I can just see you in like one of those dog suits that they wear to train dogs.
Yeah, that's what Italy said I need to get.
Yeah. Oh man.
I may come up with some kind of protection to wrap around my legs today. Y'all just have to wait and see.
I can't wait for that video. All right. Thank you for having me, Cece. I'm gonna leave here now so you can say goodbye to your people. Much love to everyone.
Thank you. Love you, girl. Emily, do you have a snowsuit? No, but I'm gonna put my husband's coveralls on, hoping I don't get too damn hot, and see if I can be protected a little bit. These are insulated coveralls, so Sonny can't scratch my legs. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to try to keep facing him and going in there and facing him until he's like, hey, this woman's not bothered by me attacking her anymore. Hopefully that happens. He just seems like he really hates me right now. It's really hurtful. I was pissed at him yesterday. I was like, you got one damn job to do, Sonny. You couldn't even protect one of the sister wives. But yet he chases me out of the damn yard trying to violently attack me. He should have violently attacked that dog. Oh, I think what he did, a rooster will either throw himself into the mouth of the predator or he will lead his flock to safety. And I think that's what he did. But anyways, Michelle, hope you get your bag, girl. If you don't, let me know. If you don't get it, track it. We'll try to figure out how to send you another one. But hopefully you get it today. Anyways, y'all have a great day. Thank you for chatting. Love y'all. Be kind. Peace. See y'all in the morning at 10:30.